Mark Baker, and I graduated in 1980.
Okay, sweet. First question. What does it mean to be a Ballard Bomber?
I would say pride, and pride in the educational system that Ballard offers and has offered, as well as the fact that, whether it be musicals, chorus, athletics, or education, the size of school it is, you get to experience all those things if you would want to. Some of the larger schools in other states, as well as our own state, you don't get an opportunity to do that necessarily. You pick a path and you have to go on that path. I would say that Ballard's probably maybe doubled since I was in high school, and then when I was in high school, did one musical, did football for a while, but primarily wrestled.
Russell.
So,
State champion?
yeah.
Yeah. All right, sweet. Okay, second question. What is it about Ballard Education that gave the base to start your career/future?
I would have to say, prepping for college, I took a lot of, I don't even know if they do this anymore, but English for the college bound, math classes, science classes that would help in aiding at least getting you through the door in your first couple semesters of college, which if you make it through the first couple semesters of college, you figured it out by then.
Yeah.
Which took me a while, but I did.
Yeah, I got there. You got there. That's all that matters. Okay, number 3. What takeaways from school have helped you in your career/life?
I would have to say, starting and committing to something and then following through with it. Being able to, like I said earlier, take those college prep classes that Ballard offered and follow through on those, and then, everybody has sort of different personality, but just to follow through on your goals that you set for yourself.
All right, sweet. That was a good answer. What traditions were a part of your Ballard experience?
Well, I guess I'd like to think that in a small part, I had a way of changing some of the traditions that Ballard used to have. Back when I was in high school, Ballard really wasn't a powerhouse in wrestling.
Yeah.
And after you watch the progression of things, Ballard became more of a wrestling school. However, when I was in high school, they were very, very strong in basketball.
Yeah.
Girls were sort of okay in that, but it's been nice to see the progression of the dollars for scholars and where that's at today, where compared to they didn't even have that one when we were in school. So there's been several things that have progressed.
Yeah, it's amazing how far our wrestling team's been, since we're just like having at least 2 people or 1 person going to like a D1 college in wrestling. The coaches are just phenomenal.
It's really been fun to watch throughout the years. In fact, just like the girls basketball a few years ago, you almost get complacent and there's an expectation there.
Yeah.
And that's the same way with most Ballard, whether it be academics or, the musical aspect of it or the athletic aspect of it is there's a expectation there, and people migrate towards that expectation.
Yeah. Sweet. Okay. The last one. If you could use one word to describe Ballard, what would it be?
I think Ballard, well, that's one word, obviously. Excellent. I would say excellent, really. For a school that is a state-sponsored school and not a private parochial school, which may have a different focus, whatever that is, I think Ballard's an excellent place to go to school, and it's a great place to raise your kids. And you don't have a lot of crime at Ballard, per se. And I think that's why Ballard continues to grow today.
Yeah, it's people are looking at it like it's a safe place, and people like are all around here are like really nice to one another. So.
They are. In fact, Daniel came from Rosebud and he stayed with us for 2 years. And one of the things that was so different was the status in school that he used to come from was, you know, if someone challenged you to a fight, you were going to, and it took him a while, 6 months or so, to get over that threat and just to realize, hey, you're here to be a student, you're here to be the best you can be, not where you are in the pecking order of life in regards to fighting somebody. So.
I think the staff here does a really good job of breaking down like all of the, like if there was people like being mean to another, they would like kind of close that case down. So that's what I like about it.
They do a good job of that, and you know, I can't speak for the last 10 or 15 years, but when I had kids in school and when I was in school, Ballard did a really nice job of making people feel welcome and not feel like threatened.
Yeah. So. All right. Sweet. That's all we